Most parents think the first math skill toddlers should learn is counting. 1, 2, 3, 4. And when a child can count to 20 or even 50, parents feel proud. But here's something surprising. Counting is actually not the first math skill toddlers should learn. There is another skill that comes before counting, and it's one of the biggest predictors of how easily a child will understand math later in school. And the surprising part is this: most parents accidentally skip it. The real first math skill. The first math skill toddlers need to understand is comparison. Things like more, less, bigger, smaller. Before children understand numbers, they must understand quantities. For example, imagine putting 2 cookies on the table. Next to them, you place 4 cookies. Now ask your child, which plate has more? If they can answer that question confidently, they are starting to develop mathematical thinking. That simple ability to compare groups of objects is the foundation of math. Why counting isn't enough? Many toddlers learn to say numbers very early. They might count like this: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. But memorizing number words is very different from understanding numbers. Some children can count to 50 or even 100 but still struggle with simple questions like, which group has more, or which group has fewer? That's because counting words alone doesn't build what educators call number sense. Number sense is the ability to understand quantities and relationships between numbers. And it starts with comparison. Simple ways to teach comparison. The good news is that you don't need worksheets or flashcards to teach this skill. You can practice comparison naturally throughout the day. During snack time, you might ask, do you have more crackers, or do I have more? When picking up toys, you can ask, do we have more blocks or more cars? At the playground, you might ask, which slide is bigger? Or which pile of leaves is bigger? These small moments help toddlers practice comparing quantities, and those moments train the brain to think mathematically. How comparison leads to counting. Once children start noticing more and less, something interesting happens. Numbers begin to make sense. When a child understands that 4 cookies is more than 2 cookies, they begin connecting numbers to quantities. Now counting has meaning. Instead of just saying number words, the child understands that each number represents an amount. 1 toy, 2 toys, 3 toys. This is the beginning of real mathematical understanding. The mistake many parents make. One of the biggest mistakes parents make is jumping straight into counting practice. They focus on teaching children to say numbers as high as possible, but toddlers learn best through everyday experiences. Snack time, playtime, cleaning up toys, walking upstairs. Math happens naturally when children interact with real objects. The goal isn't to rush children into harder math. The goal is to build the right foundation first. And comparison is where that foundation begins. Closing. If you want a simple system that shows parents how to build these early math skills step by step at home, I created a guide that walks through the routines I recommend. You can find it in the link below. And if you're a parent who wants your child to develop strong math confidence before kindergarten, subscribe to the channel, because I'll be sharing more simple strategies like this.